I'ma show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
G'day, off trackers.
Play tough and
What are we doing, Ash? What's this? A product review? Destination review?
Destination.
Destination review. But geez, it's not this destination, is it? This one will be coming up. This is a ripper spot. So this one will be coming up on the Cape York review that we do. But right now we're going to look at
Cooktown.
Cooktown it is. So a lot of you probably don't know much about Cooktown, and the reason we're choosing to do this is nobody talks about it, do they?
No.
Everyone talks about the Lion's Den, but they just seem to stop in at Lion's Den on their way to Cape York. They don't actually explore Cooktown, which is really got some amazing historical stuff, really cool waterfall, and
Mountain.
really cool mountain, which is like bizarre.
Weird.
Yep. So we'll get into that. They're the things we're going to talk about. Which one do we want to get into first?
It's at the Lion's Den. That's where we started.
Are we going to do probably no good, bad, nothing like that? Just sort of talk about it, aren't we?
Straight out.
Straight out into it. Okay. Well, the Lion's Den is getting its own review.
Okay. Well, we stayed at the Lion's Den.
Yep. Stay at the Lion's Den, and then let's go on the way into Cooktown. So from the Lion's Den is where we did our base camp because we left the van there, which is really cool. There will be a separate review on the Lion's Den. On the way in, the first place you hit is Black Mountain.
Nope. Incorrect. To Rantham Falls.
Incorrect. Black Mountain is
Oh, yeah,
closer.
it was.
She thought she had me. Nah. So you hit Black Mountain first,
Anyway.
which explain what it is. Like it's next level, like bizarre.
It's like black boulders making a mountain.
Yep, all piled up,
All piled up.
but man-made.
Surely not.
No, it will no. Yeah, it's forever old. It's an Aboriginal historical site. They said they didn't pile them up, and the Aboriginals certainly, to my knowledge, didn't do anything the Egyptians did with sand to pile stuff up. So I'm thinking aliens piled them up. You're a bit out on that one.
Yeah. I
But-
just don't know.
But yeah, it doesn't look natural. Like, how do you get all these boulders stacked on top of each other to make a massive mountain? It looks like a mining site, is what it actually looks like. And it's got nothing to do with mining. There's some really weird facts about it. Mm-hmm. Do you remember what they were?
It's known as the Bermuda Triangle of North Queensland.
Yep. So really weird magnetic fields over it, which make planes go haywire.
Apparent cattle and horses and
People.
people gone missing around that area.
Yep. So they were sort of walking over it because before there was a road, cattle used to have to go over the top of it, and the cattle would go missing or the horses would go missing, which being a big pile of boulders, you could see that one could shift and you could be buried pretty quickly. What about, there was an archaeologist that came up and studied it, and he said, it's fungus that's growing on them, that's what turns them black. But then he told his son not to climb it because of the fact that it was an Aboriginal heritage site. What
And that
happened to
it's
the son when he
cursed
ignored
and
him?
stuff.
Yeah, what happened to the son when he ignored him?
And the next morning, he rushed to hospital with appendicitis or something?
Airlifted to hospital with a really nasty appendicitis and had to be operated on the morning after disobeying his dad and climbing on it. So don't climb on it, just in
I think
case.
a coincidence.
But yeah, it is definitely a bizarre, weird thing that you have to go check out. This thing has to be seen in person. It is brilliant. It's just literally you pull off the road, don't you? It's not even anything hard to get to.
No, you just pull off the road. There's like a lookout bay,
Yep.
like there is up here.
Okay, so next on from Black Mountain is Trementham Falls, which is like nobody talks about it, do they? I don't think I've seen.
Some people do.
Really? Have
It's
you
all
seen?
over Instagram.
Is it?
But no one that we spoke to.
Yeah, and none of the big YouTubers have. I haven't
Knew of
seen
it.
any of the big YouTubers go there, and it is
Molly
brilliant.
Dixon did.
Did she?
Yep.
Oh, Tits
That's
McGee
how I
went there.
found- Can't
Gee.
say that.
Hello. Well, I thought I can anyway. So, there's not many people that go there. As I said, most people go to Lion's Den, don't explore. This waterfall is 100% worth going there. It says you need a four-wheel drive. Don't let that put you off. It is definitely not a four-wheel drive track. The cruiser didn't even go in four-wheel drive.
No.
We reckon two-wheel drive could get through.
Easy.
Maybe, depending on the rain, there's a couple of little sort of creeks you got to get across, and there's one. It's not bad. There's only one sort of decent one, which I still think a two-wheel drive could get. Well, we went through in two-wheel drive. I still reckon a low clearance two-wheel drive could get through.
Yeah, they weren't deep at all.
No.
They weren't like washed out. It was just a little dip.
It was like to the bottom of the wheel,
Yeah.
to the bottom of the hub. The parking, that was the only bit you needed for four-wheel drive, because to get up on the little mound to park was all roots and horrible, wasn't it?
Yeah, but there's still other areas where you could go park.
Yep.
If you can't make it up that little section.
But then the waterfall itself, what do we think of the waterfall itself?
Probably the best one I've seen so far.
Nah, not better than down in Cairns, but still.
Well, I liked it because no one was there.
Yeah, but for peace and quiet, it is brilliant. As I said, we had it to ourselves. The people before us had it to themselves. Just as we were arriving, they were leaving. And then just as we were leaving, another couple was arriving.
Yeah.
So, and you get your own sandy beach, leads into the waterfall, and it is just, yeah, superb. The waterfalls also, I did try to go under it, and it's not a big fall, so you can sort of go under the start of it. I just reckon, yeah, it's a ripper spot that you guys have to check out.
That's pretty good. And there's a little, where we first went, further down, little swimming area as
Yeah,
well.
little swimming. Oh, and there's what about to get across to the beach?
Across to the beach, there was a little balance beam that I was really hoping Dylan would fall off again.
But I have the long legs, so I was able to make it across, I think, in
able to
like
make it.
3 steps.
You did have 3 takes at it getting back though.
But that's because I was nervous carrying all the camera gear. Anyway, there is, yeah, you do have to do a bit of balancing to get onto the actual beach.
But it was easy.
Yeah. So the next one we'll talk about. Talk about today, Junior,
Here we go.
is Cooktown itself. Like, really historical place. And I know people don't these days. We don't like talking about our white history because of everything that happened with the Aboriginals. But I think it still needs to be embraced. It's history. We didn't do it. There's still cool parts which we want to talk about. There's some shitty parts as well which we should talk about. But definitely go and check it all out. So Cooktown itself is really handy because it's the last spot before you come up to the Cape, so you can get fuel.
Reasonably
$1.09.
priced.
Yeah, $1.90 a litre versus cheaper fuel was $1.60, but $1.90 a litre was what it was at Harvey Bay, Bundy, Brisbane.
All your big servos.
Yep.
Were around $1.90. And
So-
then you had your IGA.
Yep.
Top up for food.
And that also wasn't too expensive. Very big range of food. It was a pretty decent supermarket. A couple of things you got to watch out for. I'd say it's more hit and miss. Some things are very expensive, some are well priced. But then the history.
So a lot of monuments around James Cook. So for example, like where he beached his boat.
Yep. Because Cooktown's where he basically hit the reef and then came into Cooktown, beached it to do repairs.
The steps that they built for the Queen.
Queen Mary.
No,
Queen
Elizabeth
Elizabeth. Oh,
II.
Yep.
For her to disembark off her boat. Just 3 random steps built. You've got another monument for the Palm River Gold Rush. So when the Leichhardt landed full of miners and
Which was
people.
really interesting because during the gold rush was the second busiest Queensland port, which is crazy. Like, it's in the middle of nowhere, and now you look at the town, it's so quiet. It was busy, bustling. I forget the amount of people that they said they had living there, but it was a big happening town, and now it's nothing.
nothing. Not bustling now. You've got a replica of the cannon
Yeah, this was really weird.
that was gifted to the colony from the Queen.
No, wasn't
No?
it gifted to the Queen by the colony? It was gifted by the people from Cooktown.
I think you're wrong there, Dylan.
I thought it was gifted by the people from Cooktown to the Queen. Because I made fun of that it was a funny gift to give the Queen.
As a gift from Queen Victoria to the new colony.
Okay. Ash is right.
There. Of course I'm right. A random water well next to all that as well to signify that they only had a limited amount of fresh water in town.
Yep.
But they found that
Oh, this is creepy.
there was a lot of water within the soil. They just had to dig. So they ended up having like 50 water wells throughout town, some of them being like in people's backyards.
I didn't know that.
Before they built a pipeline from Annan River
And then what happened when they cleaned it, Ash? When they cleaned the well out?
When they cleaned the main well
You don't need to look at this,
in
surely.
1944, I wanted to get the year. At the bottom they found 3 cannonballs and a skull.
No body, just a skull.
Just a skull.
And what's creepy, well, we don't know when it got in there, but potentially people could have been drinking that water with a rotting skull in it.
That's disgusting.
Yep.
And yeah, that's pretty much all the monuments that we found across Cooktown.
Yep. Botanical gardens as well, if you're into plants.
We've got the botanical gardens there.
Some history museums, but they're not. They're open. The museum's only open 3 days a week or something.
A few hotels and
Yeah, and the hotels are like all Queensland styles.
Heritage.
Yeah, that have been fully renovated and made nice. Town itself is nothing major. There's just some cool historical
cool
stuff.
little bits.
But definitely, yeah, if you're coming up to Cape York, I would say, yeah, stay at the Lions Den and actually give yourself a day to go and explore Cooktown and those things, because you won't be too
30
disappointed.
minutes. Drive
Yep, from Lions Den.
into Cooktown.
Yep, 100% worthwhile doing. What would you give Cooktown out of 5 stars?
3.
What? With all those things? The whole area? 3.
3.5.
I'm going 5.
Really?
The Black Mountain, which you're not going to see anywhere else in Australia, and that waterfall, 5.
Nah.
Jeez,
3.75.
tough crowd over here. Anyway, what have they got to do, Ash?
Like, comment, subscribe, follow the Facebook, Instagram page.
Because what's on the Instagram? So if you guys are sort of sitting there and, oh, we wouldn't mind seeing some more travel stuff, that's actually on the Instagram.
Dylan put the video up every single hour.
See you guys.